Hello and good evening, everyone. I am really excited to be making this delicious dessert recipe tonight. I had made it a while back and I had forgotten about it until I come across a picture of when I had cooked it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how did I forget about these? Because I loved them so much. So I'm going to be making them again tonight. So if you're joining, say hello in the comments below. That way I know that you're here. And if we're no longer live, put hashtag replay, give me a heart, something in the comments. That way I know that you were able to watch this video back. Happy Memorial Day. We spent the day doing a lot of things outside, and I will get into that into a second. But first of all, I will tell you what we're cooking. All right. So they are called, as you can see from the title when you joined in on this live, red velvet cream cheese bars. How amazing does that sound? I am not a red velvet fan, okay? I don't, not, too much into red velvet cake, things like that. But our ruby red velvet cupcake mix is delicious. I love it so much. And one thing that's really great about this, I'm going to start cooking these up. But one thing that is really great about our red velvet mix is there is zero dye in this, okay? So there's no red 40. There's no dyes in here. The red food coloring comes from beets. And don't let that scare you. It's actually delicious. I love beets anyways, but it's not like you think it would be. So I see we have some people jumping on, so say hi in the comments. That way I know that you're here. We're making a delicious dessert. So our ruby red velvet cupcake mix, I'm going to put this into my bowl. Actually, first, let me just, I don't put that in there just yet. This is in a large bowl, whisk 2 eggs. So we're going to grab 2 eggs, put them in our bowl. I do it right in my KitchenAid bowl because that is the easiest way to mix up your food, right? If you don't have one, definitely need one. Hi, Rebecca. I didn't have a KitchenAid for the longest time. And then I was gifted one for my birthday two birthdays ago, maybe. Yeah, it's definitely been 2 years ago. I had to have been. Um, and I love my KitchenAid so much. So this is our piano whisk. It is a beautiful whisk. It's heavy duty. So we're gonna whisk up the eggs with 3/4 cup of milk. So I'm gonna move this over, you guys. I really don't want to drop that. Um, so I'm going to be using trying to see, like, no matter how far or close I put my phone, the words are just so tiny. I can't see who's joining. So make sure you say hi in the comments. I don't want to miss you. I want to say hi to everyone, but I think that says Heather. Yes, Heather. Thanks for watching. So this makes for 3/4 cup right to the top. Um, these are our amazing little prep bowls. I love them so much. The glass, they come with a great little cover. Okay, I shouldn't have opened this yet, guys, because now I'm like trying not to spill it. Okay, 2 eggs, 3/4 cup milk, a 1/3 cup of oil, and then we're going to be doing 2 teaspoons of vanilla and vinegar. Okay, sounds like quite the combination, right? I promise it's delicious. So we've got oil and vanilla and vinegar. Let me know in the comments below. Are you a red velvet fan or do you hate it? I wouldn't say that I hate it. It wasn't my first choice. 2 teaspoons. I'm using our 4-in-1 spice spoon. This is my favorite, you guys, because it's literally 1 spoon that does it all. Less dishes are what we are all about here, right? So 2 teaspoons of vanilla and then 2 teaspoons of vinegar. I'm always afraid that I'm going to mix it up because when I'm talking and trying to cook at the same time, it's not a good combination. But that just goes to show you. Whoop, okay, I'm going to do a little less this time. It just goes to show you that you don't have to be a great cook. I wouldn't say I'm a terrible cook, but I am a messy cook. That is one thing, okay? I am a messy cook. I would get the messiest cook award, I'm sure. Okay, Heather says she likes it. I really think that Facebook made their font smaller. Every single time I get on here, I'm like, I can't read it. Um, so you definitely should try this out. If you haven't already, the Ruby Red Velvet Cupcake Mix. There's no dyes in it. There's no red 40. It's got organic cane sugar, rice flour, cornstarch, food starch modified, beet, baking powder, organic cocoa powder, and sea salt. All ingredients you can pronounce and you know is safe to eat and feed to your family. So then we're going to stir in the mix slowly. There we go. Whoop. All right. So we've got that in there, and it smells so good too. Okay, I need to turn my oven on 350, bake for 350, and these cook for a half hour. And I use my square steamer. Um, we have silicone cookware at Epicure, and our steamers can go in the microwave, they can go in the oven, and they are dishwasher safe. So we love that. They are silicone, which means they clean really easy. You can wipe them right out. You're not scrubbing dishes. So we love that for sure. Our square steamer is just the perfect size for brownies, squares, things like that. It does come with a cover. And I love this one so much. So I think I've got everything. I've got my eggs, milk, oil, vanilla, vinegar, and my mix. Okay, so it's that easy, you guys. They just require very few ingredients and are so easy that your children, your husband, you you can make them. And I'm gonna just spray this with a little bit of oil. I would say you could get away with not doing it, but just spray this down with a little bit of olive oil just to be sure we don't have anything sticking. And then we're going to just pour this in here and we're going to reserve, I think it's about a teaspoon, tablespoon, just so you can pour it over the top to make it look pretty. Okay, you see that? Red velvet. Okay, she said she loves her steamer. Heather loves her steamer. That is so awesome. I am glad you love your steamer. I love my steamers as well. I have two of the multi-purpose. I have the round steamer. I have the rectangular steamer and the square steamer. So I'm just going to kind of even that out there. We have the red velvet mix here in the bottom. And then we're going to mix up our cream cheese mixture. Just have this bowl here because my other one I used earlier and it's in the dishwasher. So that's how that easy that was to mix. Where's this cover go? Oh boy. The milk. And then put that on the vanilla. Okay, so for the cream cheese mixture, you just need a block of cream cheese, softened. Hopefully that's softened enough. Anytime that it says softened butter, softened cream cheese, really? Do we really take it out in time for it to soften? Not me. I wish I did. I wish I was better at that, but truly I'm not. All right, come on. Haha. Not softened enough, but I'm going to make a mess here. I will wash my hands after. My hands are clean now. They're going to be clean after. Okay, let's just throw this right in the trash behind us because cream cheese gets really sticky. Now I need to wash my hands. So let me know in the comments below. Memorial Day was today. What did you guys do as we remember those that sacrificed for our freedom? We honor them today. and are so grateful for everyone on this Memorial Day. We did some yard work. We got all of our mulch and did our flower beds. That was a chore, but it's so rewarding when you see it all done. And today was just a perfect day for it. It was not too hot out. It was actually like in the 50s, I think, today. So it made it so that it wasn't too hot, right? Okay, so cream cheese. I need 4th cup of sugar. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to use this. See, I cooked a lot tonight, so I have lots of stuff in the dishwasher. But what'd she say? I live in Canada. Oh, you live in Canada? Great. Well, I used to live in Canada. So, fun fact about me, I used to live in Canada. Now I live in Maine. So we celebrate both. We get to celebrate all of the holidays. Okay, so 4th cup of sugar, 1 egg yolk. So I need to grab that. And you can watch me try my best at getting this yolk. We did burgers tonight. We cleaned up the Blackstone and the Traeger. We try to keep those nice and clean. And we used the Blackstone for the first time this season. And we made delicious burgers, Epicure burgers. I used the burger seasoning. Okay, I also need to do a half teaspoon of vanilla in this. So we're just going to measure here. I'm almost out, but that should be good. We did burger seasoning. I used the burger press. You guys, if you do not have the burger press, you seriously need one. They make the perfect size burgers, and they're going to cook evenly because they're all the same size. And you know, if you've tried to make burgers by hand, you know they're not the same size. You know that the middle is bigger than the outside, and yeah, they're just not going to cook evenly. So the burger press is just so amazing. I love it so much. Burger sauce on my press stuff. Ooh, yes, stuffed. So the burger press, you can make stuffed burgers as well. Tonight we just used the burger seasoning, and we added in the crispy and crunchy coating. It's the gluten-free breadcrumb mix that we have, and we mix that in there with an egg, and then it just makes it just stick together so well. And then cooks them on the Blackstone, covered them in cheese, and then I used, here, I'll get this out. It's in the sink, a little bit wet, but I used our freezer cubes, and these are the 1 cup. They have 4 slots. We also have one that has 2 wells in them, and they are 2 cups. And they're awesome in the freezer. They go in the oven, and they can go right in the freezer, so you can put your soups, your leftovers, things like that in the freezer cubes. Put them in the freezer, and then you let your food freeze. I did that with some tomato soup. I let it freeze in there, and then I popped them out, and then I put them in freezer bags and back in the freezer so that I could use my freezer cubes. And I put the ketchup, mustard, relish, and then I made the big burger sauce. That's delicious. If you like Big Mac sauce, you're going to love the big burger sauce. You mix the seasoning with mayo, ketchup, and relish. So delicious. If you go on my page, you'll see I shared some pictures of the burgers. They were amazing. And then I also used, let me mix this up really quick. I know you're not going to be able to hear me, but I just want to get this mix. Okay, almost done. Okay, perfect. So I used, let me just grab my, the spoon here. I already forgot what I was talking about. I want to just tell you one thing though. Fun fact about gluten-free batters, it's pancakes or waffle mix or cake mix. If you let it sit, you'll notice it will start to rise. So this mix has already started to rise as it sat here for the last couple minutes. And if it's gluten, if it does not have gluten in it, gluten-free batter, let it sit and it will rise. It's so neat to watch. So this is already starting to puff right up. And so our gluten-free, everything obviously here at Epicure is gluten-free. And don't let that scare you if you do not need to eat gluten-free. I do not. Our household does not need to be gluten-free, but we eat everything at Epicure. And so you'd never know. Our biscuits, our cakes, our pancakes, our cupcakes, everything is so, so delicious. So I'm just mixing this cream cheese um, mixture right over top of the batter and just gonna spread that out evenly here. I wish somebody that was watching me, what was I just talking about before? Oh, I know what it was. Okay. So sorry, squirrel. Um, so I also made a pasta salad tonight, and it's my favorite go-to summertime salad because it's easy, it's so fresh and delicious, and it's great with burgers like tonight. So it is the dressing is really easy. It is ketchup, vinegar, oil, sugar, and salt and pepper. Okay, it's not the healthiest. I understand that, but it's summertime and that's okay. Um, and then you're just going to mix your pasta of choice. I either do rotini, I did rotini tonight, or you can do macaroni. And then for veggies, you can do, I'm going to put this in the sink. For veggies, you can do cucumbers, tomatoes, you can do onions, you can do peppers, and so I'm just topping the rest of the red velvet on the top here. And then I used my round steamer, and you're going to put your pasta and your water in there, and then you're going to cook it right in the microwave. It just takes a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes at the most, 5, 6 minutes, depending on how much you're cooking. And it makes the perfect pasta. And you don't have to slave over the sink, leave that too, but the stove rather. And you know, you always got to watch your water when you're boiling pasta because it can boil over and make a huge mess. So you don't have to do that anymore with the steamer. You put it in the microwave, let it cook on its own while you're doing other things, and voila. Then I just, put some oil in there so it wouldn't stick. I put the whole steamer right in the fridge for the next hour or two. And once it was time to mix up my salad, I just mixed it right up in the round steamer, and I didn't have to create extra dishes. The steamer goes right into the dishwasher. So that's super great, super easy. So I promise you, you will not regret having a steamer or two or five or seven in your home like I do. Because like you see, I use them every single day. And that is the key to quicker, easier meals, and how I can come home from work at 5 o'clock and have supper on the table and have it cleaned up before 6. Okay. It's because of the steamers. I promise you, you've got to try them out. And if you want to get them for cheaper, we can have a party together and you can use your rewards to get a steamer. How amazing is that? All right. It's a win-win for everyone. So I'm just putting this over the top. It's not like super cute like some people can make, like the hearts and all that. Not me, not Danae. Maybe we'll just like go like this. Boop. Okay, cute. Perfect. Let the cream cheese come up through a little bit. All right, so there it is. You can see it here. I don't want to like literally spill the cake, but I'm going to put this in at 350 for 30 minutes. The steamer goes right into the oven up to 425 degrees. So I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to let it cook. And don't you worry, I will share the results in a photo for you guys. But that's a really easy dessert recipe you can make for your family for the weekend, or to have, squares and stuff for your kids for lunches. And you don't need to worry about the red velvet because it has no dyes, it has no red 40. If you read your labels, you will notice a lot of things like Doritos. Okay, do we know Doritos had red 40 in them? A lot of sodas have red 40 in them. And if you read up on that, it's really, really not that great to be feeding to yourself, let alone your children. So this is made with beets. It's healthy. It's ingredients you can pronounce. It's super easy. It requires just a few ingredients and it's done in just a couple minutes. So I have this bowl to wash, this bowl to wash. I mean, I'm not kidding. Who am I kidding? It's going to go in the dishwasher. That's going to wash for me. And then my steamer. And what's great is once it's all cooked and I've kept myself a little piece to have and try and make sure it's good, um, I'm just going to put the cover right on it. And that's how I'm going to store the squares. So it's that easy. I love being able to make these quick meals, especially the brownies. 4 minutes in the microwave, you guys. The brownies can be made in our steamer here. So if you're interested in hearing more, if you've never heard of Epicure before, if you've never ordered with me before, I have a special code that you can use to give you 15% off your first order. If you have a friend maybe that would benefit from Epicure, let them know, and I would love to give them that code as well. So yeah, that's what we're making tonight. I will make sure and share a photo of the finished product in the comments below, on my stories, all the things. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Tomorrow we are back to work because today we did not work because of Memorial Day. But tomorrow we're back to work. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and let me know if you'd like to try this out. If you have these ingredients at your house right now, please try it out. You will not be disappointed. So have a great night, guys. Bye.